Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Mavericks. For Brooklyn, in strong position here midway through the season. Ranked 5th in the East and aiming for a top spot. Mavs, Nets. Our tip-off just moments away. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. In this era of player empowerment, it's often the stars' prerogative to change teams. And so often, they choose the destination markets. For the small market teams, that leaves one option. Draft your superstar and build around him quickly, because guys, that clock is ticking faster than ever.
It always does. Thank you, DA. And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
And guys, right now for Dallas, they're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern early on, trying to find answers to a few questions, but overall, playing a solid brand of basketball.
So the Nets starting 5. Mikal Bridges out there with Simmons. Then it's Bamba. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Green in at the 2 guard. And for Dallas, Andre Drummond is out there with Weissman. Then it's Kyrie Irving.
Here we go.
Then it's Zach Levine. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. He'll be the Nets off the tip. When you know you're on a championship contender group, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Bamba with the block. Outside Garland. Bamba setting the pick for Garland. He takes it in. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The shot's good from Irving.
You know, Zach Levine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
Garland against Irving. From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
There's Garland. Bamba trying to break free. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his second basket.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night. How about the superb anticipation from Drummond, sensing the opportunity to go for the alley-oop and then converting in style.
Now, here's Garland. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Shot from the top of the key. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here is Simmons. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Simmons. Mavericks trail by 4. Now Irving. He had 35 points last game out. There's the drive. Here's Horton Tucker. No good on the triple. Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Bamba setting the pick for Garland. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons passes to Bridges. And the Nets, another 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And here's Levine after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Levine kicks to Drummond. Here's Horton Tucker. No good, unable to end this run.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And how chaotic was this offseason for Simmons? I mean, the trade rumors swirling, stepping back from Team Australia, ultimately traded, and you talk about someone just dying for a fresh start.
And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Second is Zach Levine.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
Now here's Irving. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Bounce pass from Garland. Oh, that was terrific!
Good. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Levine. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, this is what you admire about Levine's offensive game now. I mean, it isn't all threes and dunks. He's got some meat on that sandwich now.
Now here's Simmons. His last outing, he had 24 points. The wide open look here for Garland. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Levine against Green. And Levine throws it down.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now, here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. Here's Simmons. It's Drummond with the rebound. So for Dallas, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
The first free throw is good.
And, Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach Levine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
Now, here is Irving. Darius Garland missing his last shot. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 5 now.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
The pass to Simmons. And there's the drive, and then Simmons slams it in.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by Bridges. Bridges with some nice defense. Simmons passes to Garland. Simmons inside. Guarded by Levine. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And checking out some stats for Levine. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Now here's Simmons. Takes it inside, and Simmons slams it in.
Remarkable athleticism of Simmons right there. Driving to the cup. When he's doing that, you need to get out of his way.
Levine against Hield. Free throw line jump shot. Levine, good. 8 points for him.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Mills passes to Simmons. Now here's Mills, covered by Irving. Brown dishes to Simmons. Drives to the hoop. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 8 points for Ben Simmons.
And just a solid way to start the game, 4-5.
Now here is Irving. Defense is right there. 11 feet away. Can't hit that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Levine inside the three-point line. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Levine's got 10.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Hield outside. That three off the mark. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 7. Pass to Olynyk. Over Hield. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Levine. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Mind the lane. They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Mavericks.
You can tell Levine has a real enthusiasm and flair for the offensive end of the floor. I mean, he loves to fill it up. But what he loves even more is taking off for one of his spectacular dunks.
Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 28-point game against Memphis.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And that one, good. Irving's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Mills finds Bridges. On the wing, Hield. Olynyk is covering. Hield, the pass to Pokusevski. The screen from Brown. From about 19 feet. Rebound by Olynyk.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The Nets with the lead. Brown with the screen on Irving. And it's Hield off the drive.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 4th in free throw percentage, 8th fifth in scoring, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Levine. And so he makes both from the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Irving surveying the floor. Passes to Galloway. Kicks it to Olynyk. Outside Irving. Driving inside. It's hauled in by Brown.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
1:12 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Mills. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest-scoring teams, the Mavericks 4th.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Free throw good, Mills.
Yeah, you know, the Australian Mills continues to prove his value. I mean, he's extremely good in the locker room. He hustles all the time. And he's a guy who earns and demands respect because of his attitude and consistency.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Irving. It's up a 3. The rebound by Hield. Nets leading by 6. Pass to Mills. Back to Hield. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Yep, it counts.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Irving passes to Olynyk. Here's Okeke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bazemore. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Bazemore against Hield. Brown with a screen on Bazemore. Hield. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And plenty of scoring on this team, but Kyrie Irving knows he's always got the green light.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game, and that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
Agreed, and for an NBA defense, few more scary, Greg, than Kyrie Irving with his foot on the gas.
Yeah, because he doesn't just score on you. When he gets in that mode, Irving can make you look silly.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got James Wiseman. Kent Bazemore is out there with Irving. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Garland against Irving. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Here's Horton Tucker. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Wiseman. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skill. Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
Garland against Irving. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, Bamba really a dogged rebounder despite his slight frame. He's got great length and timing, and his intensity is really impressive.
Now here's Levine. 13 points in the game. Great D that time from Green. Pushing it up. Garland looking it over. Driving to the basket. And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
See the stat sheet here for Ben Simmons.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes, in your mind, those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
Now here's Drummond. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Levine against Green. Fires, high post, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Mavericks trailed by 8. The pass to Irving. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Drummond sets the screen for Irving. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Knocks it loose. So it's Brooklyn now. Garland kicks to Hield. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 14 points for the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Wiseman. Passes it to Levine. Drummond with a screen on Green. Clock at 4. Levine, count that one. He's got 15.
Boy, how about Levine cooking these defenders? He's a lot of fun to watch.
Garland, the pass to Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Levine wide open. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Hield. Zach Levine unable to get his last shot to go.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Garland. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 22 points per, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And the first one at the line is good.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Both free throws good from Hield.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Irving. He's got 9. Wiseman the pass to Levine, and the shot goes in. And that's now 17 points for Zach Levine.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
Here's Garland. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Green against Levine. Outside Irving. Drummond sets the screen for Irving. He takes it in. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And the shot is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Okiki's checked in for Wiseman. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Talen Horton-Tucker. And a new group in for the Nets. Brown's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Pokuševski's come in for Ben Simmons. Bridges, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Garland. Pass to Mills. Hield outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Hield's got 13 points.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Here's Irving. A stupendous finish in traffic. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Bridges a screen on Irving. Driving in. And yes, it's good. And the Nets lead by 7.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 15. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Clock at 6. Shot's good by Mills. He has 6.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Now here's Irving, covered by Mills. Outside Irving. Now here's Mills. T right on him. On the wing, Heel. From the left block. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
And it's Irving missing. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint.
And playing 4 years of college often hurts your draft status, but it got Hield ready for the NBA. And by his second year, he's one of the team's best starters.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's been his best up there. He's got the confident stroke going today. And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Olenek, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Zach Levine. Irving attacking. Bridges with it. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that one against the Pistons, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
First one falls for him.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Both free throws good from Hield. Mavericks trail by 13. On the wing, Irving. Galloway taking his time here. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
First in points off turnovers, second in fewest turnovers per game, And they're also top 5 in three-point shooting. Some being the scheme, but also this group's put in a lot of practice.
I think their points off turnover ranking is most telling. They don't just force mistakes, they punish mistakes. They go for the throat. Now here's Bazemore. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
And so it's Dallas with it. After the missed three from Buddy Hield. They need this, and it's good for 2. Galloway's got his first points in this one.
He's got a scorer's mentality. Galloway is always looking for more ways to break down the opposing D.
Brown with a screen on Bazemore. Here's Hield. Okeke grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 13. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Back to Galloway. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Okeke, covered by Hield. Okeke passes to Galloway. No good from outside. Nets leading by 13. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bridges finds Mills. Here's Hield. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Nets as they wrap up the second quarter on a 15-6 run. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
At the bottom of the standings, we've got some teams that are... And right now, let's talk about that monster. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Darius Garland is out there with Green. Then it's Simmons. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
Here's the teardrop. Green, no luck. Mavericks trailed by 11. Here's Horton Tucker. Drummond the screen. Tipped away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And stolen by Simmons. Drummond working against Bridges. He kicks to Simmons. Pass to Bamba. Over Levine. Bamba's shot is off.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Horton Tucker. Headed by Green. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Not backing away from the physicality of the game, Drummond is never afraid of getting hit when he's trying to score.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one misses.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
He doesn't get the second one. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is why Green's got a few rings now. He stretches defenses out with his shooting, really helps your offense with its spacing because of that.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 19, and that one, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to score a much better percentage.
One shot.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Throw good, Garland. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Irving. Now here's Drummond. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Bridges with the steal. Pass to Simmons. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And for a 6'10 player like Simmons to be handling the ball like that, come on, that's criminal.
Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Now here's Simmons. 16 points for him. Bamba dishes to Bridges. Simmons on the wing. 4 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Horton Tucker, the pass to Wiseman. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Now, here's Garland. 14 points for him. Good on the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Garland against Irving. Bamba with the block. And here is Simmons. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. With the drive.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Here's Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 18. And that one is off. Levine looking around. Dishes to Irving. Wiseman up top. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Simmons. Kicks to Bridges. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Irving. Bridges outside. Simmons finds Bamba. Oh, my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
The Nets on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Garland. Now, here's Bamba. He's covered by Wiseman. Bamba sets a screen. There's Green with the three. Rebound collected by Levine. And here's Levine who brings it up for Dallas. Bridges with some nice defense. Nets leading by 20. And Simmons kicks to Bridges. Pass to Garland. Bridges outside. There's the pass to Bamba. To the paint. And it's Green missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Irving.
Come on, man, who got the ball?
Back to Levine. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Olynyk, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Okeke comes in for Wiseman. Langston Galloway's checked in for Horton Tucker. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Irving. And a new group in for the Nets. Brown, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Pokusevski's come in for Ben Simmons. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Garland. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Mills. Mavericks trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Galloway, defended by Bridges. Galloway, the pass to Levine. 6 to shoot. Olynyk sets a screen for Levine. Misses in close. Nets leading by 20. Bridges for 3. And Galloway pulls it down. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Screen by Olynyk. And the foul on Pokusevski. That's his first foul. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Healed the pass to Mills. Brown with a screen on Levine. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. That one goes in.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Okeke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 2 points. That one goes.
Levine is 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that with that outstanding, unreal leaping ability.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Levine, going inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mills has got 12.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Olynyk sets a screen for Levine, and Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Mills. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Over Levine. Misses off the left iron. For Dallas, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Bazemore against Hield. Bridges with the steal. And stolen by Bazemore. Dallas no good that time either. And it's Mills with the ball for the Nets. Passes to Hield. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Okeke. Rebounded by the Nets.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Pass to Mills. And Brown now atop the key. The dish to Hield. Off target from 3-point range.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And the pass to Olynyk. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Okeke. Rebound, Brooklyn. Hield's got his 5th rebound in this one. Okeke, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Bridges. Okeke grabs the miss. Okeke's got his 4th rebound in this one. Galloway, no good. Brooklyn leading by 22. Down low. Hield outside. Brown sets a screen for Hield. Shoots over Bazemore. Pass to Mills. Brown with a screen on Levine. Here's Mills. Okeke grabs the miss. Okeke's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Levine. That's tipped. Okeke passes to Galloway. He feeds it to Olynyk. 5 on the clock. Here's Levine. Misses off the right iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Simmons is checked in. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Levine, covered by Mills. Now Levine. Pass to Bazemore, to the inside, and stolen by Simmons. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Nets shooting straight 49% from the field. We've got Hayes. Kent Bazemore is out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's Fernando in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Green. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Springer. Fernando pulls it in. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Green against Bazemore. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
The free throw drops for Smith. Garland is checked in for the Nets. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Mavericks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Garland against Bazemore. He kicks it to Irving. Bazemore passes to Wiseman. Dallas moving the ball around. On its way from Irving for 2. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. The pass to Garland. Inside, Smith the pass to Vonleh, and the wide open shot from Green. Misses the 3.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside Irving. Here's Wiseman. The rebound by the Nets.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Pass to Smith. And here's Mills from the arc. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Mavericks. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Horton Tucker. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here he goes. Mills can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Wiseman. To the middle. Garland against Bazemore. Here's Drummond. Lays it up off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Vonleh. Dishes to Mills. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Green. Yep, that one goes in there.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
So for the Nets, Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vonleh. Ben Simmons comes in for Smith, and it's Bridges in for Patty Mills. And the pass to Simmons. Outside Garland. Back to Simmons. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Just 5 on the clock. And on the way from Irving for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Darius Garland picks one up. And he's good on the first of 3. And he sinks the second. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Garland finds Bamba. Garland against Bazemore. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Now here's Wiseman. He dishes it to Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Levine's checked in for the Mavericks. Nets leading by 21. Up top, Bamba. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Drummond sets the screen for Irving. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
Simmons with it. Driving the lane. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Simmons. Garland against Drummond. Over Garland. And it's Drummond missing. Brooklyn leading by 19 points. Garland kicks to Green. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Green.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Pass to Drummond. For three, Levine. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on a three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Free throw good, Levine. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now here's Simmons. He's tightly guarded. He gets it in there.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Drummond with a screen on Garland. Irving lays it in without an inch of room around him. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Bamba a screen on Irving. And stolen by Drummond. And Talen Horton Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nets leading by 18. Outside, Green. Passes it to Bamba. Kicks it to Garland. On the wing, Bridges. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. And the Nets lead by 21.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Drummond dishes to Levine. Wiseman with the ball. Now Green defending. Bamba with the block. And he recovers it. Drummond passes to Levine. Clock is at 3. Irving for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Hey, yo, right here.
Garland against Irving. Bamba a screen on Irving. Garland the pass to Bamba. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Bamba showing you a sense for when to cut. Really well done. He's got agility and excellent size in the pick and roll.
And Levine, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Levine's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Dallas making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Now, here's Garland. It's not going to go for him. Here's Irving. Outside, Levine. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his third foul of the game. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Now, here's Garland to the paint, stolen away. Here's Horton Tucker, guarded by Green. Pass to Drummond. Buries it down low. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
A true center, a throwback center. Drummond is not a guy who jacks up threes. Andre wants to eat inside.
Now, here's Garland. Bridges sets the screen for Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by Bridges. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Nets leading by 18. Down low. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Now the pass to Oleynik. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Simmons. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Garland against Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Ben Simmons.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
That shot off. Brooklyn with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Green against Irving. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, you want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now our New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.